The brochures and hype hit me. You no longer have to sit in your car at the border crossing for hours to go from San Diego to Mexico. Instead, why not take the trolley or drive to the border town of San Ysidro and then just waltz over the pedestrian bridge to Tijuana? Well, I was exploring San Diego for a few days, so I figured I'd give it a try. And the hype was true. I really did get right over the bridge and into Tijuana, which is home to the busiest border crossing in the United States. The problem, and here's where the fine print is totally hidden, you can get in, but can you get back? And if you can, how long is it going to take? Because even on foot, we're talking hours and hours. Alternative to the car lineup at the border crossing? Oh no, it's pretty rough. Now I wanted to give you my story as a little cautionary tale because mine has a happy ending, but it could have gone seriously south. Just think of all the calamities I could have gotten into. Now my story. I found an $18 space at a parking lot in San Ysidro, which is the border town between California and Mexico, or better yet, the last exit on Highway 5 before your car ends up in a really long line at the border crossing, and you can't turn around. So I parked and then I headed right over to the bridge. I began taking pictures on the bridge until a local told me to stop, saying that I could get a $500 fine for doing it so close to the border crossing station. He told me that he'd seen it happen too many times and that they would take my camera away and everything. Now I checked for signage prohibiting photography, but I saw nothing posted. Still, I took the man at his word. For a few minutes anyway. Minutes later, I ended up at the America Plaza at the other side of the bridge. This is where the San Diego trolley deposits riders. And I walked right into the border crossing processing station where I was expected to show my ID and passport. Passport? You mean the thing I left at home because I wasn't planning on this? Hey. So I had no passport. Yet, believe it or not, the official didn't care. He checked my driver's license and he waved me right through. Waved me right through into Mexico. Unbelievable, right? Well, so now I walked through the gate into Tijuana and then it hit me. I had no passport to get home. Would U.S. officials just wave me right in too? Or had I done something really, really stupid? I can hear you out there, I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. So I turned around and I tried to walk right back through the gate, but it wasn't going to happen because it's a one-way gate. So now I asked one of the many cab drivers looking for fares how to get back in, and he told me it wasn't that way, it was that way. He showed me a line up the street, a really long line. I mean, think Disneyland on a summer day and then quadruple it. That's how long it was. It had hundreds and hundreds of people stretched out for what looked to be hours of wait time. As I would learn later, we're talking 6 to 8 hours on a weekend day. So a hustler asked me if I wanted to take his bus instead of waiting, promising me a quicker re-entry versus a very special bus lane. It was just going to sail right through. All I needed was $10. But here again, no passport, and even worse, no cash because I am all electronic. I didn't even have a dollar bill to my name. Credit cards, Venmo, PayPal, you name it. He showed me the ATM machine, but I don't have a PIN for my credit card, and there was no way to get one remotely, and I tried. The good news is that finally, after about a half an hour of maneuvering, I found a bus driver who would accept the credit card for $10, thank you, or as they told me, 220 pesos, and I boarded the bus. So now, end of story, right? We just sailed right through. Not exactly. So how long did you think it took? 30 minutes? No, not 30 minutes. There were a lot of churros being sold in that 30 minutes. 1 hour? Not 1 hour. Not 90 minutes either. It took 2 hours to go a stretch of about this long. I mean, maybe that long, I don't know. But it was very short. And I got another line. I stood on another line to be processed. And when it was my turn at the U.S. border crossing, to my amazement, this official actually just waved me right through again. He looked at my license and my California address was good enough for him, even though I'm an idiot and I didn't have my passport on me. So call me just a really lucky guy who was being really stupid on a really dumb day. So what did I learn? Well, let's see. If you go to another country, you might want to bring a passport and some cash with you. You do have the right to take photos, but you could run into potential trouble with authorities. You don't know what's going to happen in another country. Still, I would have done it, even though I've read about officials confiscating your phone. That would have been really problematic. Now, if I was going to go visit Tijuana again, and I would like to, I would go on a tour. I think being in a group would make me feel just a little safer when I pulled out my smartphone for photo walking time. That's my story. Just know that even with a tour, it's going to take you a really, really long time to get home. You heard it here, folks. I'm Jefferson Graham. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for more episodes of Photo Walks TV.